Good morning everyone, my name is Rod. Welcome back to another rope flow video. I've already warmed up, but I'm just going to be doing the same things that I've been working on because I need to really perfect this technique, which is the dragon rolls, the elbows, matadors, and the race and chase. So if you don't know what rope flow is, basically if you get a rope, right, and then you can have it for about maybe 7.5, 8 feet of length, then you can do this new exercise by David Weck, where basically it opens your entire body. And he discovered rope flow, I believe, in the year 2007, 2008, 2009, something like that. I'm really off, sorry, but it's definitely by David Weck. And he also invented the Bosu ball. So he's a really great guy in the exercise science world. So we have a lot to credit him for. Basically, he said that he has a friend that's a professional jump roper, right? But David said, instead of going over the rope, I just want to practice the side to side movements. And that's exactly what he did. And then he realized that you're actually getting really good scapulae movement and spinal rotation, which in turn helps with everything in life. So that's why you should try rope flow. And also hot yoga. I've tried many different types of yoga, but hot yoga is the best. Can't stress it enough. And if you're curious, this rope is the Piccolo 2.0 from Tim's Gym. This is definitely the best rope I ever had, and it's the lightest rope, about 0.3 kilograms, but definitely I recommend it for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a bodybuilder, doesn't matter if you're, you know, a stout person or whatever. Oh shoot, there's a fly, some kind of bee or something near me. Wow, alright. Anywho, let me work on some elbows and hopefully not get attacked by some insects in the process. Oh, that was better. Really nice elbows, right? What do you think about them apples? Huh? You guys like those elbows or what? Looking kind of rough, looking kind of sharp? Let me know. I don't know my progress unless you guys let me know. So, if you don't know, rope flow, basically you can do just the overhand race and chase and you'll get a full body exercise, throw in a glute band too, and you'll be good to go. But if you just do the overhand race and chase, that's a full body exercise and you don't really need to do any of the fancy stuff too, just to be honest. But after a while, you're probably going to want to expand and go from there. So right now I'm just doing some overhand matadors, alternating over. You see that? Really nice, really smooth. Oh man, this is such a great back opener. Oh, you know what? I need to work on some underhand movements. I always kind of slack on that, to be honest with you. Even though it feels like it's what my injured shoulder needs more than anything else. And don't forget to breathe when doing rope flow, y'all. Do not forget. Now I'm gonna move back into overhand. Now I'm gonna move back into race and chase, overhand race and chase. Because I really need to open up my spine more. So just remember, guys, if you're feeling kind of rough, kind of tough, if you're feeling kind of stiff, this is a really good back opener. So while you're doing the exercise, you're gonna be like, oh man, you're gonna be hitting new muscles that you probably haven't hit in a long time. And then afterwards, you're gonna feel like this, whoa, like you feel kind of like just more alive because you have more, I don't know, more flexation in the back, more openness in the shoulders. Everything just feels so natural, and especially in the lower back. So can't stress enough, this is the bee's knees when it comes to low intensity exercise while also getting maximum benefit. Like, I'm really into swimming, yoga, hot yoga specifically, because I feel like that heals my body. kettlebell work, and rope flow, because those are all things that aren't too high intensity. You can make the kettlebell really high intensity and also kind of explosive with workouts, which I do sometimes, but most of the time I keep it really easy, really simple compound movements, nothing too explosive. But I learned from being an artilleryman in the military that after a while, if you just go at a slower pace, work easier, then you might actually get in better shape and better health. So instead of going to the gym and trying to deadlift like 225 or something like that, which was something that I used to do, now I don't deadlift at all, but somehow I feel stronger. So ideally, last year I got some training rings, some wooden training rings, and I was in the best physique ever from that. But the only issue about that is that you need some kind of pull-up bar, and where I'm at right now, don't really have access to a daily pull-up bar. There's parks that are kind of maybe 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away by train that I could go use the pull-up bars over there, but it's all right. I wish I had access to a bar, so that way I could use a training ring, so I can't stress that enough. But that's why I like this rope, because it's super portable, more portable than like almost every other exercise equipment that I ever had. And Tim designed it to be like this. Here, basically you can not kind of go like that and have it dangling from your body, so you'll be walking around like this. Look at that. So hands-free approach to putting it on your body. Of course you could throw it around your waist, but this is really convenient. And you get a small little pouch, little bag, throw in your backpack, and you're good to go, man. I can't stress how much I really enjoy this. But all right, let's get back to more work, more exercise. Ooh, that was a rough matador. That's all right. And guys, remember, I've said this before, but I do this same breathing count for running that I do for rope flow. So I'll go. So 2 in, 2 out. Another reason why I really love rope flow is that it gets me into a flow state so easy compared to many other different types of exercises like yoga, swimming, and hiking. That gets me to a flow state, but this gets me into it like a flow state. I don't even know how to describe it. Within less than 2 minutes, if I really put in the effort and the work, if I just overhand race and chase, it's so easy. So it really is something magical. And who would have known that a simple tool, a simple little thing like a rope, could give you so much access to different parts of your body, and while also, like, I don't know, it feels like it works my fascia at the same time. So this dragon roll that I'm doing now takes a lot of coordination, and at first I was still rough, and I am really still rough. There's people who are way better on the internet than me at doing rope flow, but this is a long journey and y'all are joining me for the ride, and I'd really appreciate it if you do like and subscribe if you made it this far into the video, because right now I have to work on my dragon roll on the left side, and it's pretty rough because for months I just worked on the dragon roll on the right side. So I have to make up for lost time, because I started off using a heavy rope, then I realized that I wasn't getting the best technique, and then I started to move down in lighter ropes, and then I realized, like people have said online before, they have advised me, but I didn't listen to them, that you want to start with the lighter rope because you can learn the techniques faster, and then move on to a heavy rope to like strengthen and harden the techniques. Because if the rope is lighter, you can do if the rope is lighter, you can do a lot more reps, and that way those reps you can, you know, see where your technique is, you know, kind of loose, kind of ratchet and stuff like that, and then you can go from there. And remember guys, when you're doing the drag roll, you're gonna want to start from one side with the rope, then throw behind you, then turn, and throw in front of you, and then turn. And then you just did one revolution of the dragon roll. And I've seen online one creator, I forgot the gentleman's name, but basically I think he called this the broken dragon roll. And this is where you just, you know, don't do the full revolution of the dragon roll. You just do the beginning part of it. And just like with yoga, I've learned that dragon roll has modifications for a lot of its moves and stuff like that. So even though you might not be able to do the overhand matador or like the dragon roll, you can do like broken versions or the beginning, the baby steps of it, and still get the maximum effect of the muscles that it's trying to work out in the full move. So you're still getting that benefit, and I really like that, because I feel that in yoga too. Because I tell people whenever they're doing yoga, just start off doing the modified positions first, the easier positions, and then you can move into the deeper positions, the full expressions of the positions and stuff like that. And same with row flow. And this is something that I just really like, and I hope you guys get started. And when you do, please let me know. If you've been watching this much, I really like if you like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Love you guys. Take care.